Good morning, welcome back to the channel, book nerds. Hopefully you guys are having a great morning, day, evening, whenever you're watching this. It snowed a lot last night, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect the book sale. I haven't left the house yet. Rich is still scraping the snow and ice off. You can probably hear that. He's scraping the van so we can leave and be able to see. We were under a winter weather advisory, which honestly I don't think was necessary. I remember when I was little, we used to get feet of snow. Feet! And we still had to go to school and stuff. These kids get like 2 inches of snow and everything's canceled. It's bizarre. So, anyway, we're gonna head to the book sale. We're gonna immediately go for the Stephen King's, the Anne Rice's, and then I have Rich on CD duty. The last time we went there, the CD guy, as we like to refer to him, who smells so badly like cigarette smoke, it like chokes me. It's awful. But he goes right for the CDs. So usually by the time we're done with like Stephen King and Anne Rice and are heading towards the CDs, he's already grabbed anything that's worth grabbing. But considering the booth is just like, the only thing we're really selling right now is CDs and albums. So I am going to try to get some CDs today because we do need to restock those. I got my cart, and for the first time we're like super early, so we get to go in the vestibule. Oh, here it comes. We go down because of the cart. Alright, don't see any Stephen King or Anne Rice. That sucks. I thought that said Supernatural. They must not got a lot of new stuff in, if any, because everything is completely bare. I think this is one that I was supposed to be looking for. I'm going to switch gears and definitely start grabbing CDs and DVDs. Good CD. Really good CD. Ugh, did I grab another copy of this? I just sold one and I already have one. I'll grab Hold Tight though. I don't think we have that one. I still have room in my one bag, so I'm going to check out what they have over here. I can go to the booths. I'm drawing a blank. It doesn't necessarily matter, it's just all in what people are looking for. It's interesting. Alright, let me see if I can fit these in my bag. I'm going to quickly go through these, but I'm not being kind of picky. I've seen those, but I think I already have this one.
Okay.
And I don't know about that one. No. I'm gonna check the disc on this. Absolutely loved this series. Ooh, I found Catching Fire. $725 grand total. We'll go over everything I got when we get back home. This really could have gone a whole lot better, but I guess it could have gone a whole lot worse too. We concentrated mostly on CDs because there wasn't a whole lot of book stuff going on. I didn't even, what did I get, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. Dean Koontz, a Jane Hawk novel, The Forbidden Door. I don't know this one. Seems like maybe part of a series. I'm currently reading a series of his that I didn't know was a series. Dean Koontz, 77 Shadow Street. There was a novella that came before this that I got done reading the other night. I think I'm on chapter 5, apartment 2C. So I'm not very far into this one specifically. Total ghost story. It is giving off a little bit of like Odd Thomas vibes. So I hope I don't get confused because I'm also in the middle of the Odd Thomas series. And they're very similar characters. I don't know. Anybody read this? Or the Odd Thomas series for that matter? This one, I mean, I got it, honestly, because I was going to sell it, but I think it's kind of beat up. I might end up just trading it for something else. We'll see. Then we got The Storyteller, Jodi Picoult. I have not read this one. Anybody read this one? Man, these books are just kind of beat up a little bit. I heard this was really good. Her writing is 50-50 for me. Either I love it and it hits my top 10 for the year, or I absolutely hate it. There's just no in-between with her. I don't know. Anybody read this one? Thoughts, comments, questions, concerns? Nicholas Sparks, The Wedding. If you guys have read or watched The Notebook, which I'm sure most of you have at least seen the movie The Notebook, The Wedding is set after that. Now, the book, The Notebook, is written different than the movie. I know at the end of the movie, they both pass away, wrapped in each other's arms, and it's great, and I cry every time. In the book, that is not what happens. Noah actually survives. He just goes on. And The Wedding is the follow-up book to The Notebook where it follows his daughter and her husband. I can't remember her name. It's been a while since I read this. Not like that long ago, but it was pretty good. Jane. No, that's his wife. Wait. No, yeah. Wilson is the husband. Jane is the daughter. And that's who this story follows. But Noah is in it. It's actually pretty cute. My Sister's Keeper. I've seen the movie a long time ago. I have not read the book. Also heard it was really good. I remember the movie being like a super crazy tearjerker. Definitely on my list of things to read. Maybe not this year. I don't think I have a copy of this listed in any of my bookstores. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get to this year, though. I am like a super mood reader. Once I finish 77 Shadow Street and Behind Closed Doors, which I'm finally getting around to reading. This has been sitting around for a long time, and every time I get it and sell it, it sells super quick. Once I get done reading these two, it's going to be right around February, and I'm jumping right into romances. It's Valentine's Day season. I'm whipping out all my Valentine's Day mugs and going right into lovey-dovey mode. This one, however, I am going to keep. I heard, and this I think was in the beginning of the summer, I was on one of my book groups on Facebook, and they had a whole thread going about Dean Koontz and which ones, you should look out for, and so many people, I'm pretty sure this is it, so many people said The Watchers, or I guess just Watchers, not The Watchers, that this one was really, really good, and this is the first time I've actually seen it, so I snatched it. This will hang around for a minute. Again, don't know if I'll get to it this year. We've got Harlan Coben, Hold Tight. This one I probably will put up for sale. It seems like it's in a little bit better condition than the other ones, but still it's got some, I don't know what was going on with the books today. The holidays probably stunted any book donating that was going on, and there just wasn't a ton there. Kate Atkins, Life After Life. I know we've talked about this one on past videos. I have read this. It was really good. It starts out with the character, it's, can't remember her name. It's set around World War II, and the main character, she is born and dies. And then she learns a little bit more, and she's born, and she makes it to, like, 2, and she dies. And then she learns a little bit more, makes it to, like, 5. And it's the same family, the same, her same mom, her same siblings. And she eventually gets through all the way until, I don't remember if it was her entire life. There is a follow-up to this book that follows her brother, Teddy, I think his name was. It is on my shelf. I just have not read it. And it's been probably 4 years since I read this. It's one of those things where it's like, is it even worth reading the second follow-up at this point? I don't know. But this was a really good book, and I'm pretty sure I sold the copy that I had from last time we discussed it. So I'm going to look at my bookstore and see if it is listed. And if not, I will list it in Pango Books. And, like I said, CDs. This is kind of where we focused. We are selling a ton of CDs in the booth. I mark them for $3 a piece, and they're just not lasting very long. I do need more stickers, but that one looks like it's in good shape. I need to go through these and just check discs and make sure the discs are in good condition. But I think we got some good ones. Sting, Brand New Day. That was what? J.J. Cale, Eric Clapton, Peter Frampton Band, All Blues. Alanis Morissette. This was like my jam in the 90s. And the discs are always so bad. It's rare to find one that has a disc that's not totally, can you guys see that? Oh, it's wrecked. Like, it's garbage. They usually are. It's hard to find one in good condition. Meredith Brooks, Air Supply, Love Songs, Big Band Bash, Duke Ellington and Count Basie, Rodney James, Rick Braun, I don't know who that is. We have Rebel Soul, which is Kid Rock. I almost blanked on that one for a second. Duke Ellington and his orchestra. This one's interesting. I'm going to check the discs, and then I'm going to look this up. Woodstock, 1999. Actually, that disc looks okay. Have you guys watched the documentary about Woodstock 99? I think it was on Netflix. It was interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to look this up and see if it's worth putting online. Otherwise, it'll go to the booth. We got Buddy Holly's Greatest Hits. Did I go through all these? Yeah. 10 Great Songs by Billy Idol. The Best of Kansas. Journey, Captured. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Oh, I have such a girl crush on Joan Jett. Always have. We've got Heart. Must have grabbed this one. I didn't even see it. Jimi Hendrix Experience. Is this disc in any good condition? Oh, it is. Sweet. Those are always usually shwasted too. We've got Kiss, Steve Miller Band, Eddie Monet, that French guy. It's an inside joke between me and Rich. Fiona Apple. B&R. Oh, John Mayer. I got a lot of John Mayer. Best of the Monkees, Steve Miller Band, The Beatles. Ooh, this is the Anthology 3. Cool. I'll have to look that up too. John Mayer. I told you I got a lot of John Mayer. More John Mayer, in case you weren't sick of him. Big bands, the Lifetimes and Music series. Brian Seltzer Orchestra, Guns N' Roses, Elton John. Billy Squier, Bryan Adams, more Elton John, Air Supply, Bruce Springsteen, The Boss, Pat Benatar, Moody Blues, original master recording, Days of Future Past, the Moody Blues, that's cool. Steely Dan story, Showbiz Kid, Judas Priest, is that what this is? Cool. Oh my gosh, there's another one. Let's see if this disc is just shorted. Again. This one's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Avril Lavigne, the J. Giles Band, and Another Heart. So yeah, I think we did really good considering the ones that are in good condition, they get tagged up for $3 a piece in the antique booth, and they sell fairly quickly. So you gotta think. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, you know what I mean? We paid $7.25 for everything. So we'll make our money off of the CDs for sure. I grabbed these DVDs. I think all of these are going to be put online. We've got a brand new sealed copy of Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. You can see that's sealed. And then I got all the discs for the Hunger Games trilogy. I've got Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2. The first Hunger Games and Catching Fire. God, I loved this series. I loved the books. I absolutely loved the movies. I just absolutely loved that series. That set, whatever you want to call it. I think me and Keegan read that together. And then, speaking of the antique booth, I had a little bit of room left in my bag, and it was a fill-a-bag for $6 sale. Although those were 25 cents a piece. Those were not part of the fill-a-bag sale, so that's why it was $7.25. I ended up grabbing some of these old books. I did put one back because it would not fit in my bag. But the old books are also selling fairly good in the antique booth. So I ended up grabbing collected works of Emile Zola, Rogette's International Thesaurus. It's got a cool look to it. It's a new edition. It's a new old edition. In the Light of Myth, Navigation. I loved the look of this one. In Your Hands, a parent's guidebook for my book house. I love this. That is just interesting to me. I would love to read this and see how it compares to today's parenting, because you know that's definitely changed. Oh man, so neat. This is actually a cool book. I might look this up online and see if it's worth anything before I just take it to the booth. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. So, on that note, guys, I'm going to sign you off. Like I said, this could have been a lot better. Also could have been a lot worse. If there's anything specific you guys are interested in that I plan on not putting online, you can always let me know. And then we can kind of deal with that later. This stuff will get put online. I'm not sure about this one. So on that note, guys, I hope you had fun. You know, I love books. I love libraries. I love music. I love these sales. They just make me happy. On that note, I'm going to sign you off. And I'll see you on the next. Bye.